Happy hump day, Texas Longhorn fans. I'm back. BJ with Bad Talks. Speaking of back, it's finally here. Number 19 Texas versus number 7 Oklahoma in Dallas this weekend at 11 o'clock on Saturday. Been a nice, warm, sunny day at the Texas State Fair. I've been 2 times and it is unreal. I love this week. I'm in a Facebook Messenger with a bunch of different guys that love sports. USC fans, Notre Dame fans, Texas fans, but a lot of OU fans, along with myself being Texas fans. So we got bets going on, man. I may be doing this. If we lose, I'll be doing this video next week in an OU t-shirt. But if I win, those same guys had to make me a video apologizing to Tom Herman for questioning his ability to coach the Texas Longhorns. So it's a fun week, guys. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I love the Texas-Oklahoma rivalry. It's a true rivalry. They've got us 2 years in a row now. So Texas got to come with it. Let's jump right into this thing. We're going to talk about Oklahoma first, and it would be remiss for me not to talk about their offense first. Explosive comes to mind when I think of Oklahoma. Their offense. Absolutely explosive. They score in seconds, not minutes. These guys move up and down the field fast. They are fast. It's crazy how fast they are. And it all starts with Kyler Murray. Kid out of Allen, Texas. I watched him twice every year. Me and my brothers go to the Texas State tournament or championships every year in Dallas. So we watched him back-to-back state champs when he was in Allen. And the dude's phenomenal. Didn't get much of a chance at A&M, and then had to sit behind Baker. Now it's his time. You know, he also got drafted in the first round of the MLB draft this year. So I think he makes more money than his head coach, Lincoln Riley. But it's all good. But yeah, Kyler Murray, dude's having a great year. Threw 7 touchdowns, or he helped score 7 touchdowns last week against Baylor. Now Baylor's defense isn't very good, but you score 7 touchdowns, you've had a good day. The kid is flat out phenomenal. I personally think he's better than Baker Mayfield. I paused, you saw my face. I almost said much better than Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was soft. You hit Baker Mayfield, he quit on you. The dude was a crybaby. And I tell my homeboy all the time, my buddy all the time, hit Baker, he going to go down, he going to cry. And he does. He folds. Now, Kyler, couldn't tell you. I don't know if he does or not. I never seen the kid be hit. High school and in college, Oklahoma, I haven't seen the kid get hit yet, so I don't know. Again, that leads to believe that they haven't played a whole lot of defenses this year either. UCLA's garbage. Army played them tough. Army was physical. Actually, I think watching the Army-OU game, Army was more physical than Oklahoma. So I may be getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but and then of course with the physicality, but of course they beat up on Baylor last week, but Baylor's not a very good football team. Kyler Murray's good, but that old line's good too. That old line's big. They're probably the best in the Big 12 right now. Any quarterback could be really good when they have that many lanes to throw through or run through, and then throw through again. And then he's got CeeDee Lamb and Marquise Brown on each side of the field, and those two are fast. They will make big plays on Saturday. I'm sorry, Chris Boyd, I love you, brother, but you will get burnt on Saturday. It's going to happen. You've been getting toasted all year long, man. I love you, dude. I love you. But you've been getting toasted all year long. CeeDee Lamb or Marquise Brown is going to leave you in the dust on Saturday at least one time. Probably early. They like to use their tight ends and their fullbacks right up the middle. They'll do a zone read and a hot pass right over the middle to their tight end for a touchdown, usually within the red zone. I'm not sure why this camera's zooming in and out, but it's all good. We'll be all right. So their offense is explosive as anybody in the country, and that's been that way for a while with Oklahoma. So they're good. Their starting running back Anderson, as you guys probably know, has been out. He's out for the remainder of the year. To Katie, dude's a beast, but he's out, and so Sermon will be starting. And they got a few. They got a three-headed monster out there in Oklahoma. As we know, they always recruit running backs, so they'll be tough to stop the run. But that's what Todd Orlando's going to do. I assume he's going to try to stop the run first, and then go from there. But we got to get pressure. We got to get pressure on Oklahoma. It's going to be tough, but it's what we got to do. Their offense is good, but I think the X factor for their offense is Lincoln Riley. Hands down the best play caller in college football. I heard some stuff actually most of this week about some NFL teams may be looking at him to go to the NFL next year. Bye. Get out of here. Go away, dude. I'd be glad if you went. Go to Dallas. I'll take you to the Cowboys. But dude's the X factor. The man can call plays. Todd Orlando said that today in his press conference that he's hands down one of the best in the country at calling plays or as a play caller. Their defense, not impressed. They got one dude, number 9, Kenneth Murray. Dude's an animal out there, middle linebacker. Flies around and hits people. But I'm not impressed at all with their defense. Baylor put up 33 points and over 500 yards of offense on them. Army took them into overtime. UCLA moved the ball some. So Oklahoma hasn't played anybody really yet that's going to challenge them. So Texas needs to come out and get ready to challenge them. But I think, their defense isn't that good. And I think the rest of the country understands it. Every time I hear somebody talk about Oklahoma, they talk about their defense being the weak link of their team. Special teams are good because they got those. They got speed, a lot of speed on special teams. Their DBs are small, they're fast, just like Oklahoma usually has. But Texas, we got to score points. Which moves me over to Texas. What kind of my keys of the game for Texas? Again, I could go into more depth on this, guys. You understand that I may be flying through a little bit, but I try to keep it at 15 minutes, maybe 20 today, because considering it is Oklahoma and Texas. But I don't like to just ramble on and get too deep into that kind of stuff. I just want to get you kind of a picture, clear picture of what's about to happen, and kind of what I'm thinking about the game. But offense. Texas offense controlled the football game, kind of like Kansas State did us this last week. I think we had 8 possessions, and the 8th possession we took a knee to end the game, so we weren't trying to score. So we literally had 7 chances to score because we did a punt return, and we ended up scoring a touchdown on one, a field goal on one. So there was 5 possessions we didn't score. We should get more possessions this week to score. Oklahoma's going to move up and down the field, good or bad, and we should get the ball more. I'm hoping more of 11 or 12 chances to score. Can't be a shootout. We're not going to get in a shootout with Oklahoma. We get in a shootout with Oklahoma, Texas fans, we'll lose big. It'll be another one of those, unless it's like when Colt and Jordan did it. But I just don't. Our offense isn't that good to do a shootout with them. It's got to be low scoring. I don't mean low as in 10 points, but kind of like last year, a 24-20 game, 31-24 type of game. It can't be a 55-50 game. It's not going to be. If it's a 55-point game, Texas will lose 55-10 or something like that. We don't want that. So we got to control the game. We can't get in a shootout with these guys. Run Ingram, run Keontae Ingram 25 times, 30 times Saturday. Wear that young man out. Have him tap and say, I need somebody to come in for me. I'm tired, coach. Run that young man in the ground. Keontae Ingram's our best player on offense when it comes to running the football. And he can pass block. Let that man stay in the game. Let him run the football. Use our big physical receivers on the edge. We got to. Use our slot guy, Lord Jordan Humphrey, Colin Johnson, Duvernay. Brennan Eagles is back. Let's get the kid in the game. Hey, let's use everything we got this week when it comes to our receivers. I don't think they can match up with us very well. They don't match up with us very well on the perimeter. So, guys, let's just... I hope Tom Herman, I hope he really does do that. And the linemen, got to give Sam time. Stoops is going to try to bring pressure with different formations because I'm not sure he can get a whole lot of pressure with his linemen. But I hope our linemen really, really run block. I really want to run block. I'm looking at my notes here. If we can run block and get running lanes, control the clock, Texas offense stands a chance. Now, moving over to the defense. The most important part of the game is the defense this week. We're not going to stop Kyler Murray in that offense, but we have to contain him. We have to slow him down. Get to Murray early and often. Bring pressure. We blitz. We got corners on the edges against these fast guys by themselves. I feel sorry for Todd Orlando. I wouldn't know what to do. I'm more of an offensive guy anyway. But I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't even know where to start on defense when it comes to controlling that offense. But I think Todd Orlando may have some stuff up his sleeve. Todd Orlando, I heard today, may be Lincoln Riley's kryptonite. When he was at Houston, they beat Oklahoma when Riley was the offensive coordinator. He held them to 24 points or 27 last year. Not sure. It was under 30. The only team to hold Oklahoma under 30. So I really hope Todd Orlando brings some stuff. I don't know where to go with that, but we got to get to Murray. I just see us getting to Murray early and then him getting out of there. So I don't know, man, what they do. Defense withstand the surge. Coach Herman, listen to me, sir. If you win the coin toss this week, put the offense on the field. Please put the offense on the field first. Let me tell you why. You get the offense on the field first. Let's get the field position. If we don't score, let's at least get the field position in our favor. All right? And then make them work with the field. Or we go get 3 or we get 7 and we're like, okay, we have the mentality now. We can play with these guys. We scored first. Let's go. Coach, if you defer, you put that offense on the field, they will score. That's why I say we got to, Mac Brown says all the time, withstand the surge. It's coming. I would lay my next 3 paychecks. Oklahoma is coming out the gate, and they're coming out the gate fast until you hit them in the mouth. Once you hit them in the mouth, they'll back off, just like last year. They come out 21-0. Boom. Our guys said, enough of that crap. They started hitting them in the mouth, started sacking Baker, and they're like, oh, man, we don't really want any part of this Texas team. Let's get over this game. And they ended up pulling it out. We were in the lead in the fourth quarter. So, hit them in the mouth, but withstand the surge. Keep fighting. Keep making plays. If they do get to win the coin toss, they're going to take the ball first. And they go score, and we get a 3 and out, that's fine. It's not fine, but that's what it is. It is what it is. Get out on the field and make plays. Stay in the football game. I'm not worried about getting blown out either. Not at all. I think we have the mentality. I think we have the guys that want to win, and they know they can play with this game, with this team. Bring your swagger. Bring the Texas swagger that we've had over the last couple weeks, especially against USC and TCU. And we showed some against Kansas State. Bring that swagger. Get in their face and let them know we're not scared of you because you're number 7 Oklahoma. You won the Big 12 how many times? We don't care. We're Texas. At the end of the day, we're Texas and you're not. All right, we're the flagship program of this state, not Texas A&M Aggies. I hate them guys. Anyway, moving on. We're Texas, so play like you're Texas. Lay the wood. Hit them. Running backs running. Comes through the hole. A minute who or somebody's holding him up. Stearns. Gary Johnson. Knock these dudes out, man. Come lay the wood on these boys. OU hadn't faced a defense like Texas. They haven't. So if you hit them in the mouth, I'm telling you, they will fold. I promise you, they will fold. So please, I hope these guys hit them in the mouth. And I've kind of changed my rhythm here. I'm talking into the camera like I'm talking to the team. I don't know why I changed. I get so pumped up for this Oklahoma game, man. I really do. One, I can't stand those guys, but I respect them. Unlike the Aggies, I can't stand the Aggies because their fans are idiots. And if you're an Aggie watching, you are idiots. Sorry. But they're relevant. So I just don't like them. Don't care. There's nothing to respect about them. They've never won anything in college football ever. Johnny Manziel helped beat Alabama one time, and then they hired Jimbo Fisher. If they offered President Trump $75 million, he would take the job. So, whoop-de-doo. OU, I don't like you because you're OU, but I respect you. All right. But our Texas, Oklahoma's X factor is Lincoln Riley. I think Texas's X factor is Todd Orlando. Here's why I think Texas can win the football game. I didn't pick them yet, But I think they can win it if they... OU got... Their offense is better than ours. Our defense is better than their defense. So we're 1-1, right? But I think our special teams is better than their special teams. We got a punt return for a touchdown, except for our punter and our kicker. But I don't know why Dicker the kicker's in a slump, but he is. He's got to get out of that. But I think we can win a football game because we got a better defense and special teams. Of course, our offense is as good as them. But a little good news. I'm at 15 minutes. So I'm gonna start wrapping this thing up. Make my prediction. I'm in Tennessee. As those of you that's watched me before, you know I'm in Tennessee. That not. You haven't seen me before. I'm in Clarksville, Tennessee. I'm stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Haven't been to a Texas game in a couple years, but I've been to 2 Red River shootouts, Red River rivalry, whatever you want to call it. 1-1. The first time I went, we got blown out. Second time I went, Case McCoy beat Oklahoma. But your boy will be there on Saturday. My brother bought some tickets, called me, was like, get to Texas, man. We'll be at the Texas OU game. 50-yard line, about 34 rows up. It's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing. I'll probably be wearing this shirt. Have my burn orange. I have my horns in the air. And we'll be there to the end till we sing the eyes of Texas. So get on with my prediction, man. It's very hard for me to see Texas stopping Oklahoma's offense. I don't know how we're going to stop them from scoring. I really don't. And I see us scoring points, but I'm afraid if we're having to try to play catch up, we're going to lead into a lot of 3 and outs. So OU is really, it's hard for me to really picture Texas stopping them and actually beating Oklahoma. But I'm going to pick with my heart. I'm not going to pick with my brain. I'm going to pick with my heart this week because I'm a diehard Texas Longhorn fan. I've been a Texas Longhorn fan since I was a little itty-bitty boy. So I'm picking our Texas Longhorns to win on Saturday. I picked them before the season started. I made these bets about all this OU stuff before the season even started. Maryland game happened, and I thought, oh, Lord, let me get the OU shirts out. Borrow one from my buddy or something. But I think Texas could win this football game because we're more physical. We want it more. I think OU probably has a little big head that they're unstoppable. I think we have something to prove. We like to win now. We got a feeling of what it feels like to win. So I think Texas wins this football game. They don't win big. They pull it out somehow. I don't know how. I can't get into that because I just can't see that. But I think Texas wins this football game because of physicality. I'm not picking a score this week because I have no idea how we're going to do it. I don't know what the score is going to be. I don't know how we're going to stop them. I know how we can score is run the football. 3 words, Texas. Be more physical. And you win the football game. Guys, if you're going to the Texas OU game, send me a message on this video and tell me you're there. I'd like to meet you. I mean, I love talking football with Texas fans, man. I love shaking their hand, saying hi, whatever. I love that. I'll be there. Me and my brother will be full out and burn orange. But yeah, send a message. We'll get a hot dog together. All right. But before I wrap it up, no matter what, even if we do lose, that doesn't. Our goal's still ahead of us. We got a Big 12 championship this year, so it's not North and South anymore. It's the top 2 get to make it to Big 12 championship. So if we do lose, we have a chance to see them again or whoever again in the championship game. We just got to win out. If we win, we're in the driver's seat. I'm telling you right now, we're in the driver's seat. But we'll probably, if we win, we'll see Oklahoma again in the championship game, which would be even more scary. So as you can tell, I'm not real confident in my pick, but I honestly and truly do believe Texas will win the football game because of our physicality. And I think Coach Herman, our guys play up to their competition and down to their competition. And, of course, Oklahoma's up here. We'll play up to our competition, guys. We'll win this week. I'll be one of the burn orange guys in the stands singing the eyes of Texas when it's over. And then I'll be back with my preview, probably from Texas in my mom's house or something. I'm not sure. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you like what you hear, hit a thumbs up. If you don't, hit a thumbs down. Tell me in the comments why you don't like it. All right? I was a little all over the place in this one today. I just get so fired up about Oklahoma and I forget about my notes and I get to rambling and start talking about the game. All right? All right, hook 'em, guys. Have a good night.